So
Oh, wow, how noble of you.
The mob
I don't know.
out there.
You're such a hero.
Because it seems so convenient.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No one's thinking in their normal life like, oh, if only I had the mob to fucking clean this house.
Right.
Like, what
Someone's giving you trouble?
what Herculean task have you encountered that you're like, man, I really wish I could use the mafia right now?
I mean, I have my old couch still. I could call the mob to take my old couch.
That would be the dumbest reason to be indebted to the mob that I could ever
I'll tell them it's dirty. I was like, this couch, it's
And now
gotta
you're
go.
dirty.
It's gotta go.
And now you're dirty.
Whatever. What are they gonna have me do?
Anything. That's how the mob works. You know, I think.
But then I do one favor for them and I'm clean.
no,
I
that's
pay them off.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm over here talking to people. Hey, how's
Look at
it
me.
going?
This is where I am.
Yeah, look at me. I'm definitely not murdering somebody right now.
It's 3:16 p.m. on this date, and I'm here talking to you.
It's me, Tony Pro. Note the time. Note the time.
Let's take a photo with today's newspaper.
Yeah, here's a big clock.
It's kind of neat to have people talk about your last known whereabouts, though.
Yeah. Like it's like, oh, I saw Shane at the D&B. He was playing
Dave and Buster's?
Yeah, he was playing Flamin' Finger, and then some men came over, grabbed him by the arm.
He got on a Mercury Marquis.
Yeah, he got into a Mercury Marquis, yelling, "I still have tickets."
I haven't cashed out yet, bro. I'm gonna buy some disappearing ink. I'm gonna pull your guts out. Is that good?
That's pretty good.
That's probably exactly.
I don't even know what you say to someone when they say,
I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I love it.
It's incredibly vivid.
I'm gonna start using that around the office.
Yeah, that's
You cutting that coffee line again? I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Jesus Christ. All right, I guess I'll go to the other coffee machine.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Don't talk to Shane in the morning.
Also, that's Groot. Like, if you kill someone, great. You just give him a little stab.
He's
whatever.
disemboweling somebody.
Yeah, he's like.
Small intestine, liver. He just throwing. Oh, he's eating it
He's
now
eating
too.
them like spaghetti. I
He's
don't
like
know.
one of the
Hey,
Walking Dead
have a
zombies.
fun.
All right, yeah, whatever. It seems consistent with his character.
Yeah, he's a balonester.
But he does want us to believe that he's part of a car in Japan right now.
Yeah, so you got taken to a compactor or something like
Yeah.
the end of a Brave Little Toaster.
That's a deep cut.
Whatever. She's such a God. I'm just wrapped up in how sad it would be to get murdered by the mob.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can really do.
No. They probably lure you into a false sense of security too.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just gonna go pick up some salmon or something, and then.
Yeah.
Another happier version of this theory suggests that Hoffa ran off with a go-go dancer to South America. Either way, in 1982, Hoffa was officially declared dead.
I just want to know where the go-go dancer came from. Did someone see a man who looked like him with a go-go dancer?
Probably a place that holds go-go dancers to do go-go dancing.
What?
Well, he probably went to a go-go dancing facility
Yeah.
and then met this go-go dancer and was like, do you want to go to... Why are we going into the details of this?
Because you just said one sentence, you were like, "Other people think he's a go-go dancer."
It's an internet theory.
There's nothing else to that?
This is a product of the boards. I don't know.
Oh, you got to get off those boards, man. Appearances can be deceiving.
Profound stuff. All right, let's move on. Maybe we could do a little spring cleaning together.
Yeah.
No, that's
I mean,
what
we
need to
lived
do.
in separate
Yeah, we
locations.
could do it like concurrently though.
FaceTime.
Yeah, it's true. We could do that.
Yeah.
Huh. This weekend?
Sure. Fun little Saturday.
My friend went to New Orleans recently, and she was like, "Oh, I'd love to buy a house here."
Yeah.
And one of the signs said "for sale," and under that sign was a big red sign that said "not haunted."
Oh, that house is... I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe that house is haunted. I hate all of this story, Ryan. The filth here is making my skin crawl.
This is the woman who had him store a body for her murdered boyfriend.
She must have been real pretty.
Or devious.
I mean, why are you 2 times proposing to a woman whose house is full of dog shit?
Maybe she just had a hook on him, you know? You just can't let go.
Every time he'd go out for a walk and smell a little dog shit, he'd be like, Marjorie.
Marjorie. The aroma.
The aroma of Marjorie.
So this is the classic case of 2 people in a relationship, but then there's this best friend who third wheels quite a bit. For instance, I third wheel you and Sarah all the time.
Fantastic! I'm sad it's over.
Good read.
Wish I could read it all over again.
Yeah. Good job, sir. You're free.
You ever thought about doing some sci-fi?
Yeah. You signed the back of this? Over there?
Wait a minute. Were they smooching?
Maybe. I did mention a love triangle up top.
A love triangle.
You were just thinking of a love triangle with Ronald and Christina.
I was doing some heteronormative bullshit.
You were. Unbelievable.
I apologize.
Like at a pawn shop.
Would it? Rings all kind of
Well,
look the same,
especially
right?
after, I mean, this case is quite famous in Canada. That probably would be worth a lot.
Oh, yeah, this is Canada, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that paints this in a whole new light for me.
Does it?
Yeah, they're very, obviously the stereotype is that they're very polite people.
Yeah, peaceful.
So this is very funny to me now.
Oh, you're just imagining it kind of
Oh,
like,
jeez.
oh,
Oh, no.
no, he bonked on the head.
Oh, the dang cottage burned down. Oh, no.
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie. San Francisco is very cold.
It's very cold, and I have very delicate Southern California skin.
The coldest winter of my life was a summer in San Francisco.
Okay. I thought you were gonna go into your typical Midwestern people know winter and cold. and all that.
Midwestern people do know. I'll tell you.
Oh, Jesus
I'll
Christ.
Tell you.
Okay, no, it's fine. We don't have to go into
We
it.
know snow.
I'm very happy for you. What a feather in all your caps. So, shall we move on?
If you must.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a big bonding
I
moment.
wonder if one of them got the letter like, ooh, where are you going? And it was like,
Like
I'm
it's-
going to Alcatraz. And he was like, me too.
They just jump up and down. Like they got accepted to college together.
If I were that guard and I reached into that bed, oh, wake up, sir. You're missing or something. You know, his head rolls out.
Yeah.
First I'd scream. I'd go, ah!
I don't know my own strength. I just
And then I'd
decapitated
just
him.
stand there and go,
Oh,
they did it.
very good.
Very good.
Very good.
I would be angry if the craftsmanship weren't so good.
It's very
But
good.
if I pick it up and I see the human hair, I'm thinking, well, they really pulled out all the stops here. I am not a fool.
This prison allowed an hour called I think it was called happy hour, where the inmates
Everybody
would
gets margaritas.
no one gets margaritas, but the the inmates who played musical instruments were allowed to play their instruments during this hour.
What is this prison? Everybody talks, oh, the Rock, you don't want to go to the Rock.
That's true. It sounds like the
Oh, the
prison.
happy hour at the Rock is only 3 times a day.
It sounds like the prison from Paddington 2.
Don't forget your loot. Do you think every day for 50 days they just kept going, lost my raincoat again?
I mean, there was a lot.
49th time in a row.
There
Can
was
you believe it?
a lot of raincoats.
I guess, yeah.
And I guess they weren't keeping inventory of them. I'm guessing that they
Clearly
got a
not.
fair amount of poop on them. They're like, all right, throw that in the trash. And
Yeah.
they were just walking by, taking them slow. Where did they oh, I guess in the workshop. That's
You know what
where
I
they stored.
find with government employees, they're always thrilled to waste the money
Yeah.
that they're they're like, hey, that's on the government's dime. So
Yeah.
if you're a prisoner and you're like, I lost a raincoat, they're probably like, yeah, hey, have more. I don't care. It's not mine.
Yeah. And
That's coming from Uncle Sam's pocket.
you're not
pal.
taking from the guard's personal stash
Yeah.
of raincoats.
Yeah.
Oh, but 50 does seem like an inordinate amount to gather.
They vulcanized them on the steamy pipes.
Off a popular mechanics issue.
I love it.
The only time I've ever looked at that bay has been in a very fun context. I was watching a group of seals fight each other.
Oh, that's fun.
And it was really fun. They were slapping each other away, and then
Yeah.
one of them fell off. And
But imagine that if you're trying to escape and a seal hops up on your boat, starts slapping you like, you know?
Yeah,
That's not ideal.
I don't think that's ideal. It'd be cute, but it'd be like, come on, man, gotta escape. Very funny. Meet you back on the shore. We'll do
Yeah.
this again sometime.
Yeah. Look, it's a dead guy.
Oh, well.
I guess if it's a freighter, I mean, one, you should report it, but if it's a freighter, I can't imagine they can really stop.
Look,
a
I get
freighter.
not
Also, you know, time is money.
Yeah, sure. I get not stopping, but a little
Call it
phone
in.
call.
Call
little
it
phone
in.
call. Like, hey, I
Yeah.
think I saw a dead body.
Yeah.
And because the body was never recovered, we can't tell if it's one of these 3 men.
Yeah.
So, you know, shit happens in the sea, I guess. I guess I am generalizing that scientists are meek individuals, but I'm just saying that if these are inmates, hardened criminals that are trying to survive, I don't know if this is the best people for the job.
Yeah, I guess scientists could go to the gym, right?
I suppose.
Yeah, well, Chris Pratt in the Jurassic World film.
He's not a scientist. He's
thought
also
he
a
was.
fictional character, but
His name is Owen Grady. Whoa there, Blue.
oh Jesus.
Everybody
Christ.
loves Blue, a great character. Their execution of this plan was so impressive that I know it's technically not legal to do this, but just give them a pass.
Also, even let's say they survive and they escape.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't get into trouble for the next 50 years means jail worked for them.
Jail worked.
They received penance, and now they've stuck to the plan. They had a lot of conviction.
Yeah.
And you know what? They deserve to be free at that point.
I mean, prison truly should be about reforming the soul of a man.
And these folks, all they did was drink Caprinos in Brazil.
At this point, I would turn my house into a full-blown panic room.
Yeah, but is
a
that
panic house.
Is that living?
That'd be a good sequel. No, well, it is living, technically.
mean,
it's better than being dead.
Is it? You mean you're essentially dead at that point? You're dead to the world.
But not to yourself.
Yeah, but you're just living in a panic room for the rest of your life. That doesn't seem
You
fun.
can still FaceTime with people, watch a funny movie.
I'd rather die.
You'd rather die than
Yeah.
sit around eating popcorn and watching funny movies?
I guess I'm a bit of an extrovert, I would say. So if I had to be forced to live in this fortress of solitude and
Invite your
security,
friends over.
yeah, but they probably wouldn't want to come because they know, oh, we can't go over there because we'll be marked 10.
Yeah, that's true. We've cracked it. Bye. I'm an adult, but sometimes
Why did you start your sentence off with that?
I am an adult.
You said it in a weird way with a weird cadence,
I am an adult,
like you don't believe it.
but sometimes I have the mind of a child. And I think you can relate to that.
Yeah, sure.
Because the whole time I'm hearing this, I don't understand how radiation poisoning works.
I'm also just imagining the secret agent office being within the Treasury office.
Yeah.
They're walking into work covered in like blood and shit, and there's just desk jockeys sitting there crunching numbers, having to coexist together in the break room.
All the dorks.
All the dorks.
Yeah.
Snip, snip, cut off the loose ends.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were like talking about cutting off his
penis?
testicles.
His penis?
There was penis here. I don't know.
I mean, no.
Those were intact when they found him.
As far as I know, yes, his penis was still on his person.
Okay. Otherwise, they probably would have mentioned that. Also, his penis.
Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't mention he had no penis.
Penis check.
Okay. But it would be a fruitless effort to kill us. You're not preventing anything. There's no follow-up.
There's no follow-up.
Unless they kill us before the postmortem.
Then you're just going to be drawing more attention to
If
yourself.
anything, you'll be preventing the hot dog that's next installment, which, oh no.
It made it into the main show.
Nope,
we
they-
did it.
Cut that
Yes.
out. Cut
Nope.
that out.
Keep
Cut
it
that
in.
out. No,
Keep
cut
it
that
in.
out. Cut that out. I'm
Keep it
serious.
in.
Cut that out. That
Keep it in. I'm
cannot-
serious.
There is a sanctuary
Nope.
that is the main episode.
It's infected it, and that's
you
fine.
You cannot
That's
corrupt
fine.
it. Okay, you're gonna cut that out.
Continue. That's a fake name. That's not a real name. Bruce Anderson.
Bruce Anderson does seem like a name you would make up if you were like pressed at the moment.
Bruce Anderson.
I don't have any info on his cadence either. Like if they're like, what's his name?
Brick Brown Bruce Anderson.
What was that?
What
was that? What was that? You say that again?
Bruce Anderson.
There it is. Not your son, you fucking loser.
Unbelievable.
Like it's Jesus Christ. There's no compassion from this
Yeah.
writer at all.
Have compassion for this poor woman.
I want to jump into a giant pile of treasure like Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, hell yeah. Then why bring it up? What do you...
I wanted to make you nervous.
Okay, all due respect here. What kind of fucking game are you
He's
playing?
not trying to push your agenda. I'm on your side.
I mean, I could see why you would be, a fan of a mummified falcon because you yourself are a weirdo that collects dead bodies.
I don't collect
dead
dead bodies.
being
I don't.
butterflies encased
I have
in
a
glass.
butterfly in glass, and that's it.
Oh, could you imagine though, if we find this treasure, we open it up, and it's empty, and there's like a little post-it note that's like, "Ha, too late." What would you do?
I would start punching a tree until my hands were just bone and blood. I feel kind of stupid.
All right, you ready to go? I got one last piece here. Dress for the job you want, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't laugh. You look like Owen Grady from Jurassic World. You happy with that look?
I'm happy with my look. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with yours, too.
Just think, when they take our picture for the paper, this is what we're going to be wearing. What do you think is going to happen if we see fellow treasure hunters? Are you ready for a tussle?
I got a knife.
I got these two bad boys right here.
Liberty and justice.
Locked and loaded. The point I'm trying to get across, it was a little bit shorter because it was one of the first episodes.
That was just you making your little PowerPoints, you know.
Okay, no need to get
Okay,
rude
I'm
and
not
snappy about it.
And I'll tell you what, I did meet some of the most insufferable people that I've
At an
ever known.
improv class? I can't believe that.
But they also met me.
And I wish that on no one.
If this man is not a murderer,
He's obviously a bad man.
yeah, this guy is awful. Surprised these kids didn't get together and just kill their dad.
Well, one of them said, hey, maybe I'll indict him for murder.
Now I get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Quite likely beside the point, but I always feel bad for those dogs that gotta sniff dead bodies all day.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not preferable to the ones that have to sniff for, like, cocaine.
Cocaine? Those dogs are loving it.
Best
I fucking love my
best job I've ever had.
It's a little on the nose there.
If it sounds like a duck, it walks like a duck.
It's a murderer.
It's George Odell.
Yeah.
If we could suss anything out of that, it's that Shane Madej believes
the LAPD are crooked.
Wait, no.